Good morning, friends. Happy 1st of February. Happy full moon. Hope everybody's doing well. Hi, Flowing. How's it going, my friend? Nice of you to be here with us, with me. I thought I would pop on this morning. In full disclosure, I'm kind of like all over the place with my personal schedule, and so I thought I would try popping on during the day. I do apologize for the massive glare behind me, but I'm promised it'll get rectified shortly. I'm getting my new desk. It's supposed to be here on the 7th, I think, of February. And so then I will have myself turned around, and then we won't have to deal with the nasty glare behind us anymore. So how are you doing, Flying? How are you doing, my friend? So what we're going to do today is we are going to pull some cards. We're going to have a chat, just like our regular oracles in chat that we do all the time. Oh, did it? Interesting. Well, whoever's meant to be here, my friend, will be here, right? That's how we have to look at it. I sent it out last night, so that's interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, Flowing. Is there anything I can do to help, my dear? I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm a bit antsy today. I'm a bit nervous. I've been a bit nervous the last couple of days, and it is what it is, right? But I'm hanging in there, my friend. Hanging in there. Hanging in there. It's minus 4 here degrees, minus 4 Celsius, which is like 25 Fahrenheit. It's supposed to be plus 2 tomorrow, and then it's supposed to go down to like minus 15. The weather is just crazy. Crazy weather. It's my anxiety just sort of rearing its ugly head. It does that every once in a while. I got a lot of stuff going on, to be perfectly honest. We got some not so great news about my father-in-law. Over the weekend, he has lung cancer, and he had like a really bad bacterial infection from his first chemo treatment, so they stopped it. Then he got pneumonia, then he was hospitalized. He was ventilated and intubated and all that good stuff, and we didn't think he was going to make it, but he pulled through with flying colors, which was fantastic. Anyways, he was put back in the hospital last week, pneumonia again, and the doctor's given him a time frame, and so it's just sad, right? Just unfortunate set of circumstances, and obviously my heart aches for my husband. So I don't know if I've ever shared this. It's not really my story to share, but just very briefly. So my husband, his parents were married, they got divorced, and he never really seen his father from the time he was about 3 or 4. My husband had a brother who was older than him who sadly drowned and passed away, and the mom and dad couldn't really get past that. They were very young, so anyways, he grew up without his dad, and only in the last 5 years has he found his father and starting to form that relationship that he's wanted his whole entire life. So trying to be grateful for the time that they've had together, and not sort of future predict, because anything can happen. And like I said, the timeline is just that. So it's just a sad set of circumstances, that's all. Obviously anyone going through that stage of their life, it's difficult on all members of the family, but yeah, so we just Mark just found that out on the weekend. So I don't know if he would do that, but we're not quite at that stage yet. The problem is that he can't go forward with treatment, and that's the issue. So they're trying to just keep him as comfortable as possible, which is, you know, it's tragic, really. Hi Heather, how you doing, love? Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So yeah, so that's what's going on, and I'm still dealing with this whatever I've done to my neck, my shoulder, whatever. So like my shoulder is okay now, but it just feels really like limp and tired, and my like this finger is totally numb, like totally numb, and this finger going up the side of it, and this finger just on the tip, and so it just, you know, like the other day, I don't know, I was cutting my food and like I couldn't feel the knife, so you know, just silly things like that, right? It's like no big deal, but it's kind of getting on my nerves. I will, Flowing. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Good morning, Anna. How are you doing, love? How has your dog come back, Anna? Yeah, I know, Flowing. It's I need to go to the chiropractor is what I need to do, and I'm working up the courage to do it. It's very difficult for me. Like just thinking about it, maybe that's why my anxiety is so high, is because I know I have to, and I'm like trying to wrap my head around it. Anyhow, what was I going to say? So, I hope that everyone's noticed. If you haven't received the notification yet, I've changed the time to the wellness chat. There's now 3 shows happening at the 6 o'clock, you know, like at the same time as the wellness chat would be going on. And I don't like, you know, overlapping other people. And so I just moved it back an hour. So it's 7 o'clock. Oh, did he? That's wonderful. Good news, Anna. Hopefully he's okay. I'm glad that you got him back. So yeah, so I've moved it to 7 p.m. and we'll see how that goes, right? And I'm still not going to tell anybody what we're doing, but I'm going to issue a challenge on Wednesday if you're there. It's nothing painful. I promise. It's all good. And for the whole entire month of February, we're going to be sticking with one topic. So I hope that you stay tuned for that. I tried my hand at some tarot scopes over the weekend, and I posted those up. So, you know, go and check them out if you're so inclined. In full disclosure, when I first came to YouTube, this sort of community, that's what drew me to the community, was tarot scopes. I love them. I'm like kind of addicted to them. So it was cool to be able to do that, and it's excellent practice for me, right? And it's nice to try something different, you know. So lots of people have commented, and so I appreciate all of that. I'm going on Nancy Jean's Garden today at 2 p.m. So that's exciting, and Allie will be here with us on Friday for our Thank Spirit It's Friday. So lots of good stuff going on. I got my new chair, which of course you probably can't see because of the glare. But so far it's working out. And like I said, my desk is supposed to be here in a week or 2, so I will have myself turned around so we won't have to deal with this nasty glare anymore. Aw. Well, hopefully, I mean, you know, hopefully he gets used to it. All right, so I checked today, friends. 47 more days until the first day of spring. Isn't that wonderful? 47 days. I personally can't wait for spring to show up. So let us pull from the Zodiac Moon deck a card just to get us started. Went and joined Jane this morning. Well, I didn't join her. I was in the chat. Jane the Seeker. This morning because I was up early. Yay me. My stomach is growling, so I do apologize if you can hear it. Good morning, Marie. How are you this morning? So, 47 more days till spring. It's the 1st of February. There was a new moon last night, so we're still feeling that energy. I say it's all a good day. We've got Moon in Taurus, self-esteem. I adore the image on this card with the pearls, moonlight. Everything's so sparkly, you know, kind of like the stars in the sky. Gorgeous. Personal growth is what we have there. Your stomach's growling too, Heather? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but anyways, what can I tell you, my friends? Well, I do know what's up with that because I'm mixing my beverages. So I had like 3 cups of tea, which was too many. Then I had some orange juice. Then I grabbed the water. And then, of course, I grabbed a pop. And so my stomach is just processing all that fluid, I guess. Good morning, Kevin. How are you this morning, my love? Hopefully you're all healed from your surgery. We have another glorious card, my friends. From the secret language of color, we have rainbow. Connect to spirit in nature. Beautiful rainbow over the water. Glorious image. And it's 11:11, my friends. Thank you, Mommy. I love you and I miss you. Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. Rinse with warm water and salt, my friend. If you haven't already done that. If you have any kind of like infection or like tenderness or whatever, it does help. My husband had dental surgery like on the 12th, and he still can't eat properly. So I feel you, what you're going through. All right. Let us pull from the Impasse Empowerment deck. So what was it? I was going to share something with you, and I've just forgotten. Do you not love it when that happens, my friends, and you think of something, and then as soon as you've thought of it, it's gone out of your mind again? Yeah, it's supposed to get really cold here too, Marie. I mean, although, like in, you know, obviously in Texas, you're not used to it, but here we are. I do hope that you're all right, that you prepared yourself for the blast. Indigo, honestly, I'm telling you, girl, there are some days when there is not anything that gets into the steel trap that I call a brain. I had a dream, and I know this sounds odd. So many readers here, Kevin included, have told me that, you know, visions or whatever will come to me in my dream. Messages will come, not visions, messages, sorry, will come to me in my dreams. My problem is that, you know, because of my anxiety, I don't, you know, I take, it takes a lot for me to get to sleep, and my mind is like never stops. And I don't usually remember any of my dreams, although I know that I do dream, right? And as soon as I wake up, like I recollect something, but like it's gone. I mean, there's really like nothing to even try to write down to try to figure out what it was. So, this morning though, I woke up and I didn't remember that I dreamt. It was like about 10 minutes later that I was sitting out in the living room and I was on my phone having my tea. And I thought to myself, like, why is Heather in my mind? It's like I could see that picture of you in my mind, which is so weird. That like, boom, there you were, right? And like I thought about it, and then I let it pass, but like it wouldn't go away. You were like right there. It's almost like I could see you, right? And then I remembered, and this is so weird, that we were pulling color cards together. Because but we weren't pulling them in terms of like sitting here pulling for people. We were going through the cards one by one, going, "Oh, I love this image." And the reason why I remember it is because of the back of the card with the different colors. Isn't that interesting? So I had a dream about you, Heather. So thank you for visiting me in my dreams. Oh, have you, Kevin? Hi, Sempress. How you doing? Hi, Faye. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Yeah. Well, you know what's really funny about the dream thing is, so when I was in, like, I don't know, grade 7 or 6 or something, I did a project on dreams. And it's so funny to me that I remember this fact that you have between 5 and 10 dreams. I think it's 5 and 10, or maybe 5 and 8 dreams every single night. But it's sort of like your short-term memory, like you only retain, like, 20, less than 20% of what you do during the daytime in your short-term memory. So it's sort of like that. Yes, this is my daytime space with the huge glare. Which will be rectified. I'm very soon, my friends. I'm waiting for my new desk to come. So when my new desk comes, I'll be turned around facing that direction, so you won't have to deal with this glare anymore. I do apologize. I know it's bad. But yep, this is me in all my glory in the daytime. All right, let's pull a card from the Empath Empowerment deck. You know what I think is really funny is that the dreams that you do remember are the ones that don't seem logical, the ones that are so bizarre. Or the ones that, just sort of stand out because they're just weird. I used to have a reoccurring dream when I was a little kid. I was maybe like, I don't know, 11, 12, somewhere in that neighborhood. And it wasn't a pleasant dream. I was being chased by someone with an axe, and my father was not with me, but I found him along the way, and he helped me get out, and all around us was fire. I have no idea what that was about, but I used to have that dream, like, every so often, and I had it for years. And it always freaked me out, which is just, odd. We have from the Empath's Empowerment, practice humility. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful card. I'm going to bring that closer so y'all can see it. So in the card, we've got a big, huge horse. Looks like a woman who's leaning her head, almost as if they're hugging each other. I'll put that back up on the screen so you can see it. Isn't that gorgeous? Lovely image. Message on the bottom of the card says, approach life humbly. No one is better than another. Keep your ego in check. Humility is the practice of being simple and value simple things. Interesting. Sepra says, I don't know why, but it's like, seriously, all that excitement, fear, and that shit only lasted 5 minutes, right? Kevin says, a lot of us are busy doing light work in our dreams as well. Interesting. Anna says, last night I did a manifestation prayer right before bed and ended up dreaming. Beautiful. That's beautiful, Anna. Heather says, I dreamt of someone getting stabbed. I hate my dream. Oh, yikes, my friend. That's horrible. Semper says, I haven't been dreaming the last couple of years. Got back on an antidepressant and suddenly I'm dreaming again, kind of backwards. but I think it's because my brain is actually resting now. It's quite possible, my friend. I don't know if you caught that or not, but I was saying, like, with my anxiety, I don't remember, right? Because this thing is going, right? Semper says, I love when my horses let me do that. I usually put my third eye against theirs. That's gorgeous. I love that, Sempress. Good morning, Jane. How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us, my friend. I so enjoyed hanging out with you this morning in your chat. You have such a lovely environment. It's a very peaceful way to start the day. I appreciate that very much. So I used to have a horse, friends. I think I've mentioned that before. And I don't know how many people here know this. I'm sure that some person knows this because she has horses. Horses are quite often used as a therapy animal for young children as well as young adults that are developmentally challenged, specifically Down syndrome children. Horses are used as a therapeutic tool. There is something very powerful about sitting atop a horse, and also the freedom that they don't normally experience, especially if they have physical disabilities as well as, their mental disabilities. I've had the privilege of being part of a program where we went to visit, like a ranch, shall we say, and watch some of my, the people that lived in my group home, sort of have that first experience with a horse. And it was just, it was just beautiful. It would bring you right to tears, watching their faces light up with the feeling of being on such a powerful animal and being able to experience that kind of freedom and it's just a beautiful thing. It is wonderful. They really are gentle, wonderful animals. What else have we got going on here? Flowing says, I need horse energy. Jane says, horses are majestic. Indigo says, yes, my grandniece has spina bifida. She loved it. Yeah. Sempress, that statement, I'm gonna pin this up on. I don't often pin up when I'm doing my own chat because it's kind of too. I just sort of have a conversation with the chat. That statement right there is worth its weight in gold. As anyone here knows, I am very open about sharing that I have, anxiety panic disorder. It's not because I want to hear myself say it, but there is no shame in admitting that I have it. However, many of us can be triggered when we hear people say things like, oh, well, you just need to relax, or, well, you just need to do XYZ 1, 2, 3, or if only you would just do, because you've done 10 things already, but you need to do the 11th and the 12th thing, and then everything will be better. I get very triggered by that. And even though I am, 150% better than I was, I still get triggered by that because I understand the weight of people's words, especially if they're in your support system or your support network, right? When someone says to you, well, you should have done that, or, if only you could do this. It's very, very, very difficult to recognize that you are in a situation when you're in said situation, right? When you have anxiety panic disorder, and I'm sure many other forms of mental health issues, your lack of focus and your lack of concentration is profound. And many people, I don't think, actually believe me when I say that. It is most difficult. Most difficult. When my mother passed away and I was first... Oh, hi, honey. So sweet. I love you. Thank you for popping in to say hello, my dear. When I was first diagnosed with anxiety... Oh, Mark, Flowing and Heather were here. I told them what was going on, basically with your dad. I hope that's okay that I shared. They asked me why I was nervous. And they send you their love as well as your to your father. So, hi Nancy, how you doing, love? Thank you so much for joining in. So I just want to say this real quick, and then I'll take Sempress's comment off of there. When I was first diagnosed, I went to I had taken a unpaid leave of absence while my mother was, in her last month. And then I continued to stay off while I, sort of dealt with things. And then I was to return to work, and I did return to work, and I had to go into the HR department, and they handed me forms and told me to go to the doctor because they didn't... I couldn't even handle a conversation. And so I was off, again. And after a couple of months, I went back to work, and I had been there at this point 3 months. And there was a lot of changes, but in that 3 months that I was off, I got a new boss, and she had a new way of doing things. I was working out of a new location, so it was a lot of change, is my point. And so I went into the office, and she talked to me, and she said, "We're going to change the filing system around. We're going to go from alphabetical order to date order." And so I had to go in and change all my files around. I went into the filing room, which is a room twice the size of this, with ginormous filing cabinets, front to back, right? I opened up the drawer of the filing cabinet, and I just stared at it. I literally had no idea what I was supposed to do. I had no idea. I love you too, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good day, baby. Mwah. I have the greatest husband in the world doing that, my friends. So sweet. So the reason for me to tell you that is speaking to my point about sometimes when people can say things to you that sort of might trigger you because they don't fully comprehend. I don't believe that they say it negatively or to trigger you. I believe it's just that is what they think that they should say, right? It's so not helpful though. But here's the point. It's up to us to explain it to them, right? It's up to the people that actually experience it to share it with them in a way that they can understand, or at least be able to support you better, right? And so I literally stood at that filing cabinet, friends, and I was blank. I had nothing. I had no idea what I was supposed to do. I left the filing room. I went and sat at my desk. And now it's bothering me, right? Because now I feel like everyone's looking at me. Everyone's going to think something's wrong with me. So I go back into the filing room, and I'm determined. And I can't. I have no idea what she wants me to do, my new boss. And I've got all these papers all over the place. Anyways, long story short, I go back into my, back out of the filing room, and I go into my boss's office, and I said, "Listen, I don't know what you want me to do, so you need to explain it to me." So she explained it to me. I went back in the filing room. I made myself physically ill because I couldn't figure out how or what to do. I walked into my boss's office and I said, I have to go home, and I quit. So it is very important that we let people know, if we're able to, how to support us, and also, how not to trigger us. Really was my point of saying that. I'm sorry, Faye. Yeah, I've lost a job because of a panic attack as well. And as a society, we just kind of get conditioned to not fully empathize. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, Sunpress. I totally agree with that, my friend. It is unfortunate, that human beings treat each other with such, like, I don't even know what the word is that I want to use. It's like just wishy-washiness, for lack of a better thing to say. Like, yeah, whatever. And that's very difficult. Because I didn't mean for this to turn into a wellness chat, but since I'm on this page here, in my mind, and I'm thinking about this, yes, Anna, that's a good word for it. Disregard. Yeah. I heard someone recently say this, and it like totally triggered me, and I think that this is like it's bothering me. It was not said to me personally, alone to me. I just heard it, right? And it got me going. If you know nothing else about me, know this. Make me cry. I give more shits than I should about what I'm doing here, because it's important to me. I don't sit here because I have nothing else to do with my life. I don't sit here because I want to hear myself talk because I'm on some ego trip. I am sitting here because I want to help. And the only way that I can help is by standing up and saying, I have this, and I understand if you have it too. ... Let's add to that. I can also help by informing people who don't have it, possibly how to help people that do have it, which is sometimes more important than the other way around, if you want to know the honest to God's truth. So the thing that I heard was that it's a choice to be, you choose how you want your life to be. My friends, I have said this more times than I care to admit that I have said. On a regular day, in a regular month, in a regular year, when you're in your regular mindset and you're doing your regular stuff, absolutely, it is your choice. But when you are not in control of your emotions, diagnosed or otherwise, when you are not in control of the thoughts that are going through your mind, when you're not in control of your feelings, self-induced or otherwise, the last thing that anyone should tell you is that the reason that you are in that said position with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions is because you decided not to stand up and make that choice for yourself. I would not wish what I went through on my very worst enemy. And I did not go through anything in comparison to many people that I know. I know what it feels like to have someone say that to you, right? That Well, you did this to yourself. You made this choice for yourself. I did not choose to have anxiety panic disorder or be depressed. I did not choose to be afraid of my own flipping shadow and be so filled with fear. That I did not choose. I did choose to isolate myself because of the fear. Absolutely 100%. I chose that. I did not choose not to help myself. I didn't know how to help myself. I needed someone. I waited for someone to give me the tips and the tool and the information, the love, the support that I needed to help myself. What you need is a gentle, loving, arm around you, telling you that it's okay. That's what you need. Not someone telling you that basically you suck because you can't make a decision for yourself, or you suck because you didn't do the right thing. I mean, it's horrible. So you can here is what you can choose to do. You can either choose to shout it from the rooftops and say, here's the deal, okay? I'm not in control of what's happening to me here. Or you can just back away from them. Not from a negative standpoint, but from a standpoint that that's not the kind of person that can support you right now, right? And I guess really my whole point in mentioning that is that, there's so much going on right now, in our own personal lives, with the pandemic, with the politics, with the weather, people losing their jobs, money is tight. We can't get out and see our support network. It's difficult. It is difficult for the most sane individuals walking the planet. It is difficult. A trying time. And all we can do for each other is exactly what you guys do every time you show up to this channel, whatever you do every time you show up in another room. What I try to do when I show up in other rooms, keep talking about it, keep spreading love, keep supporting each other, keep participating. Sometimes just saying hello to someone makes all the difference in the world to them. Makes all the difference in the world. The greatest thing that you can do for another human being, in my opinion, is let them know that you give a shit about them. You heard them. No, they don't understand, Faye. They 100% don't. I'm not really sure what made me go off on that tangent, and I do apologize, but it needs to be said. And I guess really my point is this. Listen, right? Each of us has our own personal lives and our difficulties and our issues and the things that we try to go through on a daily basis. And each of us that has, regular everyday stress from the job, stress from the kiddos, stress from the family, stress from the environment, or stress, that has been brought on to us due to illness or whatever. Each of us has the capacity to handle what we have, what we can handle. And when we get overwhelmed from constantly having to handle it, it gets a little tough. And some of us slide backwards. And anyone who is here. All right, Anna. Thank you, hon. All right. Thanks, Heather. Thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate you. Hope you have a great day. Anyone who gives a crap about themselves would not want themselves to suffer. I can assure you of that, my friends. So be kind to yourselves. Try to find a support network that actually knows how to support you. And when you're better, and I'm here to tell you that you will be better, you will not be like this forever, then you spread the word. That's how you can help. Right? That is how we can help each other. So that, I mean, like I have a niece who has, who is dealing with some issues, and there's so many young children that have it. And I mean, that breaks my heart. I can't imagine. I could barely function. Can't imagine. I lost my job. I almost lost my home. I almost lost my husband. I lost my friends. I lost family members. Who would choose to do that? Who would choose that for themselves? As I've said many times before on this channel, words matter. And words have a huge impact. So, be careful, be loving, and be supportive to the best of our ability. And most importantly, don't assume that you know how someone feels. That is what empathy is. Empathy, or being empathetic to a person, means that you feel for them. And in some of our cases, we feel, actually, like Anna Banana does for me, we actually feel how that person is feeling. Physically, we feel it. Right? Be empathetic. Don't be sympathetic. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, when all the readers, Marie, speaking to your point, when all the readers say that, this awakening and this enlightenment is coming, I'll be honest, there were times when I was listening to them, I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm totally lost. But that's because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to accept it. I wasn't ready to hear it. I didn't know what to do with the information that I was receiving. And anyone who is here who knows someone who's dealt with a mental health disorder or who has it knows exactly what I'm referring to when I say that. If you are not ready, you're not. And there's no shame in that. And there's no blame. There should never be no shame or no blame in that statement. If you are not ready to accept the help or the information, there's no shame. That means that you need to be, taken by the hand with an arm around your shoulder telling you that it's okay, I got you. We'll be patient. We'll work together. We'll get you there. You need to be encouraged at that moment, not like you suck because you're not ready. If we were supposed to all be the same, it would be a really boring situation, really boring world that we all lived in. So again, I will get off my soapbox shortly. Sorry. But I heard that and I felt some sort of way, and it's like, it's been really bothering me. Yeah, exactly, Empress. I mean, there's nothing wrong with someone saying, you have to think more positively, because it is a common statement that people say. But when someone says, just let it go, or in terms of like having a panic attack, you just need to relax. That's not what this is. And so you're talking to me as if you are a person with knowledge, and you absolutely don't understand, like you're not you, I don't mean you, Sunpress, but I mean whomever I'm talking to, like you're not hearing what I'm saying to you, right? And really what it is it, from the person's point of view that's like, saying XYZ 1 2 3, this is what I'm experiencing, this is what I'm going through, you're not being heard. So it's a cry for help from you. I want to understand. And I use the example of the forgiveness thing, right? I have been told by many a psychiatrist and many a therapist over the last 10 years that one of my big issues is control. I'm trying to control a situation and I need to let it go. That's great. If someone would just point it out to me, where do I find that in the book? Where is the site? Where's the book? What office do I need to go to? Tell me the page I need to turn to. Where does it tell me how to do that? That, my friends, is what I need to know. I don't need this. I need, you're going to make a left at the stop sign. You're going to, you know what I mean? That's what I need. I need what I need. Nobody would give it to me. So, my friends, there I was in Heart and Soul Connected's chat. She had Scott Allen on, and he started talking about forgiveness, and I asked the question in the chat, how do you forgive? How do you forgive? He was so kind, my friends. Yes, Marie, exactly, like a roadmap. Absolutely, my friends. Hi, Joe G. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. I'm sort of on a bit of a tangent. I do apologize. So he was so kind with me, my friends. He spent like 10 minutes talking about different things. And one of the things that he said to me that resonated with me, and again, I'm not saying this because I think it's going to resonate with you. I'm trying to make a point here that, when you are not ready to accept, it's okay. That's when you need that loving hand around you, right? That loving arm to embrace you and sort of, like imagine, if you will, like, someone's foot or ankle or leg has been broken, and you sort of prop them up on your shoulder, and you do like the 3-legged race kind of deal with them, right? You're trying to lift them up and help them. You want to get them to the point where they can actually function and go, okay, what do I need to do? Because you can't make someone better unless they're ready to accept the help. And that was the point that I mean, we've all been there, right? We've all been at the point where we don't want to accept help in whatever form it is, right? So he was able to talk to me in a way that I understood. He was very sweet about it. He was very kind. One of the best things was that he took the time to actually answer the darn question in the first place, which was fantastic to me. And, it seems stupid. I've repeated that to my sister, and I'm sure she thought I was like, I had lost my ever-loving mind. How do you forgive someone? I didn't know how to do it. It seemed so traumatic to me. And I have to admit, in perfect honesty, I don't know that I wanted to. But because of what Scott said, like a little light bulb went off, and I went, okay. Here's what he said to me. He said, you don't have to forget what they did. You just need to forgive them, because what you're doing is you're releasing it from yourself. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I like that. Okay. Then he said, you need to put action to your words. Don't just say, you got to mean it. And that got my wheels turning, like, okay, what can I do to really mean it? What can I do to mean it? And then I remembered that Allie had done a show previously on ceremonies and rituals. And so I went back and I watched that, and I kept what Scott said in the back of my mind, and I decided, okay, I know what I need to do. I'm going to do a forgiveness ceremony. I'm going to write a letter to the people I need to forgive, my father and my stepfather. and I'm going to set a fire in my backyard, and I'm going to invite this whole entire channel audience, whatever, to watch it with me, because I'm sure someone else is going to need to know this either now or someday in the future. My friends, it was instant that I felt a little piece just fall off. Instant. All it took was someone to hear me and actually take the time to answer me. No judgment, no excuses, no phony baloney, no, oh, you poor thing, there. No, you just got to let it go, and give me all that positive BS mumbo jumbo, because I wasn't ready for that. Now, I realize that Scott Allen is one person, and he's not accessible to all of us every time we might need somebody. But we can find the people that we need. So many of them, so many wonderful people are right here in this fantastic community, in this fantastic chat. I mean, there's like 9 of you here right now, right? And I will say this to you. I listen, I'm not a counselor. I'm just someone who lives with it. So if ever I can be of assistance in any way, shape, or form, please do not ever hesitate to send me an email. It's on my About page. If I can't do anything else, I'll just listen. I didn't have that. And I that's the whole reason I started this channel, was I don't want anyone to feel like they're alone. Someone is always listening to you. Someone always will be there to have your back. And I will do whatever I can to make that happen for you. So please don't ever hesitate if you ever feel the need to reach out. Okay. Yes, Joji, it was. I mean, when I released some of it, it was an immediate feeling, but it took me 10 years to do it. And the whole thing that we were talking about earlier was that when people say like, oh, well, you just need to be more positive, and and it's like, that triggers me, because it wasn't a choice that I made a decision to lock myself in the house and throw away the key because I felt like I couldn't function. I literally felt like my life was over. I literally felt like I was never going to have a purpose. I was never going to be of use to myself or other people. It was not a conscious decision on my part. The conscious decision that I own was that I refused to allow myself sometimes to get the help that was out there for me, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I mean, I could go on for hours and tell you about that. I mean, like 3 or 4 years ago, I found a new doctor in town. I went to the doctor, made an appointment. Friends, I don't go to the doctor, right? I made an appointment. I went to the doctor. He told me that I suffer from white coat syndrome, which is an actual thing where you are afraid of medical professionals or medical facilities. My blood pressure was like through the roof while I was sitting there, and that's when he told me that I suffer from white coat syndrome. So anyways, moving on. So I sat there and I said, like, I think I need someone to talk to. I think that would greatly benefit me. I do not want a prescription for pills. Please don't write me out a prescription. And he's like, okay, no problem. I am determined. And he was like, okay. So he referred me to someone. So I had to wait, because I live in a small town. I had to wait for 3 months before this person came to town. And I walked into the office, which was like a half of the size of this room. and it was in the basement, and they went to close the door, and I said, please don't close the door. She said, we have to for privacy reasons. I said, well, then I have to leave because I'm claustrophobic, and you are like all of my senses, all my bells are going off right now, and I haven't even started yet. I sat there, friends, for 2.5 hours, sobbing my heart out, begging, pleading for help, crying, telling my story. My appointment was over. 2 months later, the report comes back to my doctor, and then I have to go to the doctor. She didn't think I needed to see anybody to talk to. And that was that. And then I had to wait another 6 months before I could go back to ask again. So when someone would tell me that I wasn't choosing to be positive, I was choosing not to help myself, I'd be like, BS, because look at what I just put myself through. And what you don't realize when you don't have, a mental health disorder, that set me back like 6 months, that experience, because I had worked up every ounce of courage and strength that I had in my body to get myself to that person's office and tell my story. And I got shot down. I was told that my problems are not real. That's what I heard. I was told that, bye, Nancy, sending you my love, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I was told that I don't have any issues. I mean, this is what I heard. This isn't what I was told, but this is what I heard. You don't have any problems. Basically get off your butt and do something with your life. And next. So, the takeaway from this, my friends, is words matter. Be empathetic because you have no idea what someone else is going through. Continue to do what you always do in these chats and in your everyday life, I'm sure, right? Lift each other up, love each other up, give them a helping hand if you can. And if you do suffer from a mental health disorder, please do not feel shameful or blameful that this is your choice, that you are not doing something to help yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. I don't care what you have. You are still a phenomenal human being. And one day you will recognize that again. And when you do, the sun will shine, my friends, because it is a glorious thing when that feeling comes back to you, that, as I say often, right, that you have a sparkle and the world deserves to see it. And you deserve for the world to see that sparkle. All right, I'm done. Off my soapbox. Sorry. I don't even know where all that came from. So sorry, my friends. I need a drink. I have missed so many comments. I am so sorry. I absolutely adore each and every one of you guys for all that you do and just being wonderful. Just like so wonderful, so loving. Hi, Marvinda. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. You guys are just amazing, 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 amazing. Yes, Empress, I agree with that. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Marvinda. That's very kind of you. Oh no, absolutely, and that's the thing, right? I mean, I'm still kind of at the fearful part stage in terms of that, because I know I've had good points before, right? I've gone for 6 months or 8 months or whatever, and then something happens and something else happens and something else happens, and then that last thing that happens, it's like game over. Slide right back down the hill, and now I got to crawl. I mean, it takes 90 seconds to go backwards, 6 months, right? And I got to crawl myself or claw my way back up. I'm still kind of fearful of that, but I'm working on it, right? I don't know if I'll ever be myself again. meaning, how I used to be. But here's the beautiful part about it. That was a thing for me. I wanted to be who I was. I didn't like who I was now, right? Now I'm cool with it. Now I'm okay with it. Because I finally accepted that I'm still me. This is just a side of me that I didn't really care to know, right? If that makes sense. All right. Let us throw some cards, my friends. Let us throw some cards. On this fine Tuesday, it is 12 o'clock noon. The temperature is going up here. We're going down. However, I always say that wrong. It's getting warmer. How's that? Oh, my friends, I crack myself up. Oh. Faye, my friend. So I am going to say this to you. Try, if you feel like you're overly worrying, right? I mean, because it's normal to be worried about bad weather coming, or the threat of bad weather. Absolutely. If it's, dangerous, try to possibly do the tapping video that I put on the channel, right? To help sort of calm you down. Perhaps, just as a suggestion, write a list of what you already know to do, what you have in place. You know what I mean? Like, I've got extra food, check. I've got extra blankets, check. I've got extra wood for the fireplace, that sort of thing. Because sometimes when you see it right in front of you, instead of making your mind think of it, but sometimes when you see it right in front of you, you realize that you're not, you're not prepared for it, right? It doesn't make it easier to deal with, but at least you know that you're prepared. And so that might offer some of the anxiety to decrease over the situation. Bye, Jane. I hope you have a great day, my love. Thank you so much. And hi, Suzanne. How are you? Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. So if you sometimes do that and prepare yourself, it just helps. It just makes things just a tidbit easier, right? And the other thing that I was going to suggest is, do you know who Cartomancy Mesquite is? I'm pretty sure you know who Cartomancy Mesquite is. I will tell her to reach out to you. Cartomancy Mesquite is in the process of putting up these survival videos about how to prepare for this exact thing. And I think that you might benefit from some of that, right? It just help you feel like you're more prepared, and that might quell some of the nervousness. Is my thought process. Yes, she's a lovely lady. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm doing okay, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm doing okay. And I think that I pulled this for you, Suzanne. My friend, Lilac. Message on the bottom of the card is strengthen your faith. What have we been talking about, my friends, this whole entire time, right? You have to strengthen your faith in yourself, right? You have to strengthen your faith in your belief system that you're okay. No matter what stage you're at, you are okay. Right? The help, if you are seeking it, is there. You have to strengthen your faith in your support system. right? Again, oh, good, Suzanne. I knew that you would, my friend. I don't want to keep going on a soapbox, and I don't even know where all this is coming from. But when my mother passed away, right? And this is to my point about the support system and the things that I was saying before. When my mother passed away, my mother died of lung cancer, and somebody said to me, "And you smoke?" Now, I knew this person for a long time, and I know that they're not a jerk. But that was a jerk thing to say. And it made me feel some sort of way. And I thought, I don't know if I can be nice to you right now, because I can't believe that you would say something to me that was so mean and so cruel. Now, that wasn't them being mean and cruel. That was a bad choice of words. That was me not receiving it, and because I had all these blocks and walls up, and I didn't even recognize it. So my point is, sometimes people say things to us and we take them the wrong way, right? Because of context, or maybe it was over an email, or whatever the case may be. So strengthen your faith in your support system. You know who loves you and who doesn't. You know it. Every single one of us knows it. We know who's got our back and who really means it. We do. Set your healthy boundaries for the people that you feel, you know what, I just can't right now. Do you know what I mean? Strengthen your faith. Excellent card. I love it. All right. I feel like I'm gonna pull one of my own oracle cards because I can. Sometimes ego gets in the way so much we don't recognize when it's our own issue, getting butt hurt. Yep, I didn't. Some things trigger us, like my family knows all of my triggers. Laugh out loud, I no longer take the bait. Yeah, but it takes a long time before you can get there, right? And sometimes things are said, and I've used this example, before. That time that I went to my sister's house, and we had Thanksgiving, and my sister phoned me a couple weeks later and said that, I was so nervous that I upset my nieces and I made them cry, like I scared them. Friends, that cut my heart into little tiny little pieces. That is the absolute worst thing that she could have said to me. Worst. Because what she did was made me feel not comfortable around my own family. Which made me isolate myself even further. Because I felt like I couldn't be myself, and I couldn't trust myself to be myself all the time when I was there. And so I would stress myself out and put myself into panic because I didn't know if I could count on myself to be the best version of Kelly when I was there. Like I felt like I was on, you know what I mean? My sister loves me more than life itself, and I love her right back. And I know that it was not done intentionally to hurt me. She thought she was helping. She thought it was tough love. I would snap out of it. I mean, I don't know that because I've never said that, but I'm sure that that's where she was going with it. It came from a place of love, but it hurt me immensely. And so that's my point, right? People say things that, they don't mean it to come out the way that they did, and it does, and it hurts. And the only way to protect yourself from something like that is to strengthen your faith. Strengthen your faith. You strengthen your faith, right? Because you can't control what they do, but you can control how you feel inside your heart. You know what I mean? Do you hear my stomach growling? It's like angry stomach. That calm rage catches people off guard and freaks them out. Yeah. I started working with the goddess Kali Ma and will never forget the day someone tried to intentionally get me going their usual way he did, and I just felt Kali's energy and told him off, but calmly left it led. Yeah. Yeah. My friends, from my own oracle deck, we have the month of May. And the month of May's birthstone is emerald. Well, not only is emerald green, green, the color of nature and trees and grass and all, sometimes green water, calming, serenity, peaceful. I mean, that's what I think of when I think of green. The properties of emerald are healing, growth, and abundance. Like personal abundance. That's what I meant by strengthen your faith in your heart, right? Personal abundance. Love it. That's your Spawn's birth month, Gemini. I love emerald so much. One hour and 11 minutes. Thank you, Mommy. I love you. And I miss you. Good morning, Andrea. Oh, thank you, Sunpress. That's very kind of you to say. Appreciate that, my friend. How are you doing, Andrea? Good to see you, my friend. I thought I'd prove to people that I'm not a vampire. I do operate during the daytime hours. Ha, ha, ha. I just finished getting off my soapbox for the last 45 minutes, so you haven't, other than me being on my soapbox, you really haven't missed anything. My friends, we have pulled friends from the relationship section of the cards. Support system, encouragement, and acceptance. Support system, encouragement, and acceptance. That, my friends, is exactly what I just finished saying. That's what the whole last 45 minutes has been about. What you do for each other, what you do for other people, what we do for each other, what all of this community does for each other. Support. Support, 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 support. Actually, Allie's coming on here, love. Allie's coming on here on Friday. And if I'm going on Allie's channel, I don't know it. Maybe that invitation is waiting in my inbox. I don't know. I'm going on Nancy Jean's channel this afternoon at 2 o'clock. If anyone cares to join, we will be talking about, me and what I do. Well, that sounded wrong. But, tell a little bit of my story and talk about what we do here on the channel and maybe toss some cards around. I'm not really sure what all to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. I think Nancy Jean is an amazing lady. She is just so kind and has so much knowledge. I mean, my gosh, she is like a walking encyclopedia when it comes to all manner of things. She gave me some tarot lessons. She has, done a past life reading on me. She's fantastic. And it's not because of that. I'm just saying, I think she's fantastic. It's Nancy Jean's Garden. Maybe you could throw that up in the chat for me or someone. She is just phenomenal, my friend. Just phenomenal. All right, my friends, from my own deck, this is from the healing section. We have manifest. Going after what you want, setting goals, wish fulfillment, and possibilities. Possibilities. The greatest gift that I have given myself, besides starting my actual healing journey, and instead of just allowing time to try to heal me, was that my eyes, my heart, and my whole mind have been open to the possibilities that are out there for me. I mean, I can do anything I want. I can do anything I want. A year and a half ago, I didn't know that that was possible. Possibilities, my friends. Possibilities. Wow, I am on fire today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where all this is coming from, but that's okay. That is fine. That is fine, my friends. Oh, awesome. Good stuff, Sempress. Yeah, Nancy Jean so Nancy Jean created this whole crystal grid system. She also has like the garden. The whole process is fascinating. Truly fascinating. Oh, are you a Sagittarius? I'm a Leo, and my husband's a Sagittarius. We got all kinds of fire in this house. Oh, good, Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andrea? I don't know if you could put that in the chat. Andrea or Andrea? We've got eclipse in Gemini, negotiation. Eclipse in Gemini, negotiation. The message on the top of the card says, rise to challenges as a new path opens. My friends, possibilities. Possibilities. That's what that is. Possibilities. Love it. I was on Mother Theosophia Rising earlier. Oh, really? Awesome, Suzanne. Semper says Sagittarius Sun, Rising, Mercury, Mars. Wow. I'm a Leo Sun, a Leo Rising, and an Aquarius Moon. Gotcha. So, Andrea, got it. Oh, I get what you're saying. So, it's like nuns. That's funny. Oh, very cool, Suzanne. Why is flowing so emotional today? Well, flowing, first of all, the full moon is in Aquarius. And so everyone's emotions are like super uber charged right now. Sempress could probably tell you better than I could because she is an astrology aficionado, as far as I understand. For entertainment purposes only, YouTube, in case you're listening. It is a new moon. Well, February 1st, it's a new moon. Last night, 12:46. Well, not last night. Sorry, like today, 12:46 a.m. And the moon has moved into Aquarius, and so everyone's emotions are all over the place. And I wonder, depending on what sign you are, where like what house it's affecting for you, which may be why your emotions are feel like they're sort of overflowing, shall we say, no pun intended. Aquarius is an air sign, but it's the water barrier and also a sign for big changes that we may or may not be ready for. Yeah. And here's the thing, like, it's okay to be emotional, right? As long as you don't want to, take yourself outside and throw yourself in the middle of the traffic. But I would say to you, flowing, that, I mean, you know this world and you know how it works, right? You're tuned in, is my point. So try to calm yourself, but don't fight it. would be my best advice, number one. Number two, if you're feeling like, if you try to calm yourself and it doesn't go away, then write it down. Make a giant journal entry, almost like a letter. Write it down. How are you feeling? Whatever's coming into your mind, get it out of your mind and get it onto a piece of paper, or just talk out loud to your guides, whatever the case may be, your passed over loved ones. Because if you get it out of your head, it allows your head to then process other information. It always helps me when I do that. Couple other things that you can do. Now, this isn't going to help you with quelling the emotions, but it will help you calm down. Chew a piece of gum, right? It is a proven scientific fact. That's not Kelly making that up. It is a proven scientific fact that it helps you to concentrate more. So if you put a piece of gum in your mouth and you start chewing it, it's going to slow your mind down with all those thoughts. And if you're sort of like, why am I so emotional? And that's starting to upset you, in addition to feeling super emotional, pop a piece of gum in your mouth. That always helps. Drinking water calms you down, right? Grab your amethyst if you have one, right? I'm going to, I just pulled this when you asked that question. So some people also say that you, like, this doesn't work for me personally, but some people also say going in the shower, have a cry while you're in the shower and let the water sort of cleanse it and take it away and put it down the drain and watch that visual. Sometimes that helps. You can always grab your mirror, but if you want to get rid of why you're feeling so emotional and you don't necessarily want to deal with the emotions, then I would not recommend the mirror work, because that might be a little intense. But all right, my friend, I've seen the message. I will be quiet. Here we go. I have Jewel from the Guardian Angel Oracle deck. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. There is a jewel to be found within every teardrop. Trust. Your angels, are guiding the current events. This is a time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Trust. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. Here's what we're going to do, Flowing. Bear with me, friends. Yep, that's also great advice, Andrew. Let me just pull a few cards for you, Flowing, and see what we can figure out for you, if we can figure anything out. Flowing's like, I just wanted a damn card. Oh my goodness. I've been talking too much, apparently. Did it? Good. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, Flowing. I'm just laughing because if you're sitting here looking at what I'm looking at, the chat's going crazy. And everybody's saying stuff. And Flowing's like, I just wanted a card. I don't need a sermon. I just wanted a card, lady. All right, my dear. So you've got the Magician, right? Manifesting new opportunities, creative pursuits. You've got the Nine of Wands, right? You're a little bit defensive. You're trying to set some healthy boundaries for yourself. You've got the World card, things coming to an end, completion, joy, right? You've also got the Queen of Swords, right? Where you're sitting there, you're very intelligent, very wise, sort of pondering your thoughts, right? And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot card, so things moving quickly. This is also a card of creativity, so maybe you need, like, maybe pull out some paper and start drawing, or crochet something if you crochet. Maybe express these emotions through a creative pursuit. And behind that, you also have the Temperance card, which again speaks to, being connected, right? Sort of like an awakening, a completion, right? New cycle or cycling up, whatever you want to call it. However, not whatever you want to call it, however, which way you want to take that. I don't know if that helps you or not, Floating, but that is what I got for you. All right. Yeah. That's cool, Andrea. Just gonna take a sip. Floating, do you have any animals? You have like a dog or a cat or anything? I mean, I'll rent you one or two. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I wouldn't rent my kitty cats out. But just sometimes spending some time with your pets, letting them sit on your lap and kind of petting them. It just helps. That's all. All right, we're going to pull a card from this Oracle of Melise. I believe that's how you pronounce it. They're lovely little cards. They're just tiny little ones. But they've got this lovely blue foil and a lovely image on the back. All right. Whoa. Heavens to Betsy. Got a whole bunch there. So we've got this card here of sharing. I don't know if you can see that. It's a lovely image, bunch of gigantic mushrooms, right? There's like a little tea party going on there with there's a butterfly holding a teacup, right? And the sweets are on the top of the mushroom there. Can you see that? Gorgeous. Living beautiful moments of sharing and exchange with your surroundings requires the understanding that everyone has their own ideas and that we need to respect those. This encourages the creation of pleasant emotions. Interesting. Have we not all been doing that today, my friend? Sharing. Sharing is caring. How about a postcard from Spirit? I do have them ready. Hi, Gina. How are you, love? That's so kind of you to pop in. We appreciate it, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. All right. Postcard from Spirit for our friend Gina M, who just popped in. Yes, and as my friend Gina would say, please don't forget to like the video. Get those thumbs up. I got a notification this morning that one of my tarot scopes hasn't had any views yet. And it was like, there was like a firecracker, but not in a good way, letting me know that no one's viewed it. And I'm like, well, maybe nobody under that sign needs to know anything. I don't know. What did y'all think of them? Have you guys seen them yet? I put the tarot scopes up. I tried my hand at those. Hi, Vivian. Did I not? I hope I said hi to you. If I didn't, I do apologize. I'm so sorry. This is great hanging out with you guys during the daytime. I'm so glad that you're all here. Yeah, so I tried my hand at tarot scopes. In full disclosure, I love tarot scopes. I'm slightly addicted to them, and I thought I would give it a shot. So I did my tarot cards as well as some oracle cards, and I thoroughly enjoy them. So I hope that you guys enjoy them too. All right, card for my friend Gina. Oh, my nose is itchy. Speaking of cats. All right, here we have it. Our card, my friends. Dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals, and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude, and tune into the vibrations of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in these small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? Love that. Beautiful. Friends, can I tell you about computers? Yesterday, I sat down at this very desk to do some work on the behind the scenes of the channel at 9:30 a.m. At 5:30 p.m., I was still sitting here. And I was like, heaven help me. What the heck? I so wish that I was brought up in the time of technology so that I understood what the heck I was supposed to be doing. Because I guarantee you, any 8-year-old off the street could have come in here and showed me what I needed to do. So, there you have it. And sometimes I have help friends with the cats. I mean, they come in here, they flop on the desk, they knock all the cards over, they flop themselves on the keyboard, they turn my whole thing sideways, all of a sudden now my question mark doesn't work, my @ symbol doesn't work. Oh, so nice, Gina. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad, hon. I'm glad. Oh, good, Suzanne. Good. Oh, Austin must have heard me talking trash about him. Austin, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi, baby. Yeah, they're not happy because they can't sit on my lap anymore. Come over here, sweetie. Come on, bud. It's a good boy. Yeah, you want to come and say hi to everybody? Come here. Come and say hi. Oh, my big boy. Oh my God. Oh, don't show everyone your buttocks. Say hi. Say hello, my name is Austin. I am otherwise known as AA, Awesome Austin. And why? Because I'm awesome. Because I'm awesome. Now, I don't know if he's going to do it, so let me see if I can make him do it, okay? I love you. Austin. Hey. I love you. Do you love mommy? Austin? No, you're not going to do it. Do you love mommy? I love you. Hello? Thank you. I love you. Do you love mommy? Do you love mommy? I love you too, buddy. I do. I love you. Can I have a kiss? No? There you go. He's camera shy. That's my baby. Yeah, that's my baby boy. Otherwise known as my best friend. He is my 18-pound bundle of joy. Whoops. Holy smokes. Yeah, absolutely, Zempress. Absolutely. Cat purchase springing up in many channels. Love that they are being acknowledged and included in the work. Absolutely. He is, you know what? When we first got him, he was at the animal shelter. He was a rescue cat. And we walked into the room and he stuck his paw out, kind of tried to hold Mark's hand, my husband. And that did it. We were in love, so we brought him home. So he's a sweetheart. Such a good cat. I am throwing cards, friends. Throwing them. All right. We have the glorious image of this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous flower. Almost looks like a carnation to me, but I'm not that great with flowers, so it's probably not. Red. Free yourself from pain. Red. Free yourself from pain. Love that. Oh, he totally got me by the heart. He totally gets me by the heart when I wake up. I have a picture somewhere of like I'm asleep and he's like sitting right here, like all 18 pounds of him resting on my shoulder, nose to the side of my face. Like, really. He snuggles up, but he doesn't cuddle. Like, he doesn't cuddle in bed or anything like that, but he likes to snuggle with you. He wants to be near you. Is really his jam. But he loves going, like, he goes to bed every night with daddy and he lays on the foot of the bed while daddy falls asleep. He loves that. And every night before Mark goes to bed, well, pretty much every night, he has a bowl of cereal. It's a thing he does. And Austin's right there for it. They share a bowl of cereal. I mean, not obviously the whole bowl, but he has a couple of spoonfuls of milk and he's all set, even though I know you're not supposed to give it to him, but he sits on the back of my chair usually. Like that gray chair that I had here before, that's where he sat. He was always on the back of my chair. I don't know how the heck he ever balanced himself out, to be honest. All right, my friend. Oh, this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Allie and I will be here together. Thank you, Angie. I hope you have a great day, my friend. Gorgeous card. Look at that, my friends. Rainbow Waterfall. I mean, what a beautiful card. With the butterflies and all the greenery and the miraculous waterfall, the rainbow. Miracles. Absolutely stunning. And of course, we got that color card in the very beginning. Right? Rainbow. Connect to spirit and nature. And this one is Rainbow Waterfalls, Miracles. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Is that for Thank Spirit? It's Friday. Sorry. Yes. So Allie will be here for Thank Spirit. It's Friday at 3 p.m. on Friday, Eastern Time. And we will, what we're doing, I don't know if you've been here, Gina, I barely even know what I did 5 minutes ago. We do like a collective read for what's coming up for the weekend. So I throw some cards, she throws some cards, and we just kind of keep going with it and building the message. So that's what we will do. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Let us pull from the Power to Surrender cards. And I will be back. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m., not 6, but 7 p.m., I will be there for my wellness chat. Oh, that's lovely, Gina. I will be back for my wellness chat where I will be issuing a challenge out to anyone who is wanting to accept. I promise you it is not going to cost you any money, and it is only going to lift you up. And we're going to be talking about the same topic all month through February. So I hope that everyone can tune in for that. So that's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for our Achieving Wellness chat. And then on Thursday morning, I will be back at 11 a.m. like I was here today, doing oracles and chat. And then on Friday, I'll be here at 3 p.m. with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected at 3 p.m. Eastern, doing our collective read for the weekend. I totally understand, Gina. I totally understand. And I'm not helping matters when I keep changing my time around. But the nighttime was just getting a lot for me. Even though I seem to function like I love nighttime, but at the same time, I thought, like, I'm here by myself all day long. Why not do it during the day, right? There's no one else on. And at nighttime, we're all competing for the same audience. So it doesn't make sense. No, I really don't sleep a whole lot, to be honest. But I'm trying. Bear with me for one moment. Charlotte! Why are you crying? What's the matter? Why are you crying, sweetheart? Do you want to come and say hello? What is the matter, darling? What's wrong? How can mommy help? Are you okay? Oh, it's a poor baby. What's wrong? Would you like a drink of water? Watch this, you guys. Watch this. You want a drink of water? You want a drink? You want that? You want a drink of water? Here, mommy, give you a drink. Say hello to everybody, Charlotte. You're on the camera. Here, sweetheart. Here. Have a wee sip. Was a good girl. Good girl. It's okay. Don't be scared. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's just the wind. It's okay. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but so I've poured the water into the lid of the water bottle, and this is what she's drinking out of that. There you go. I've trained pretty much all of the animals to do this, so that if we go outside in the summertime, they have a drink. Austin likes to drink frozen water. He likes to lick the ice. Like if I put a bottle in the freezer and I get it cold to go out in the summertime, he likes to lick the top because it's frozen. Oh, and now Quincy has shown up. Oh my goodness, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, okay, can you get off mommy's table, please? So mommy can do her work. Come on, come over here. Oh, what's that? Come on, get your bum out of the way. Good girl. Thank you. My goodness. Yeah, so Quincy is on the floor. So that's interesting. You guys have seen two of them today. Aw. This is so cute, Empress. There's Quincy right there. Right here. Quince. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Pretty boy. My handsome fella. My handsome boy. Don't tell Austin I said that. Don't tell Austin I said that. They're so cute. All right. As we continue, my friends. All right. We will go till 1 p.m. and then I will cut it off and let y'all get on with your day. But yeah, so that's what's happening over the next little while. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, bell notification for anyone who needs it. The tarot scopes are all on the channel. As well as the pickup piles will come out on Wednesday. So we're going to do those like midweek, which is always fun, right? And we have Surrender to Wonder and Awe. I love this image, right? It's sort of dark on one side, and as it flows through her, it picks up all this glorious light, right? Gorgeous. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. What a beautiful message. We have so many wonderful messages today about the same thing, right? Strengthen your faith, right? So lifting your spirits up, being connected to the ecstasy of flow, connecting to spirit through nature, right? Rainbow miracles. It just, the sharing, right? The rise to challenges as new paths are presented to you. Practice humility, right? That was the first card that we pulled, was self-esteem. Personal growth. Gorgeous messages. I have, I don't know if this helps or not. I love that, Gina, by the way. Thank you. That's so cute. Hold your paws up in the air, cat party. I love it. I'm not sure if anyone uses this on their computer or what kind of computer you're using, but I have sticky notes, like not actual sticky notes, but sticky notes within my computer, right? And I have them on my screen all the time where I will jot things down like that. I'll copy a link off of a chat or an email or whatever and stick it on my sticky note, and then go back and, so I have it there, right? I don't know if that's helpful or not, but you could try that. And to find out if you have sticky notes in your computer, if you go to your start menu and open it up, you look for the hourglass, or not the hourglass, the magnifying glass, and type it in like sticky notes, and it should come up in your computer, like the location within your computer if you have them on there. Oh my goodness, Empress, my husband, it was so the story with Quincy and Charlotte is they are literally brother and sister, like they are biologically related. And I went to get one of them, not both of them. I went there to get a cat or to look at a cat, but I didn't even know that they were there. But when I showed up, they were there. And then Charlotte has a sister that looks identical to her, except for she's like, her colors are reversed, right? So where Charlotte's black, she's colored, and etc. And when I went in there, Quincy was all over me and Charlotte was all over me. So I was like, we have to take them both. We can't break up a family. And Mark said, well, there was 3 of them. And then I went to the counter to inquire. And their sister's name was actually Charlotte. And I liked it so much. Because it's just the name that they give them in the shelter, right? Hi, sweetheart. Watch the candle, please. That's dangerous. Danger, danger. It's okay. Don't be afraid of it, sweetheart. Here, mommy, blow it out. Sorry. Come now. Come now. You're okay, sweetie. Come now. Come now. Quincy, come. Quincy. Quincy. lunatic cat. So, Sempress, you have like, he's crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, so the end of the story is that when I went to the counter, their sister had just been adopted just prior to me visiting, and so then I had Mark come. He showed up, and it was like, which cat do we want? And I said I have to take them both. And Quincy really liked Mark and was like, all over him, and so we brought them both home. So there you have it. That's our story. Yeah. I don't know if you can see him. He's still right there. Quincy, can you see him? He's still right there over my chair. What are you doing, bud? This is how you make them come with food. What time? No. If I said I had a TREATS, which we can't say out loud, they would be here. Oh my gosh, Gina, no. Oh. I am so frightened. Like, I don't usually have candles like that burning. I usually only have like the ones in the jar that you could put the lid on real fast. But I have to be so careful. Like, I mean, I like just about lose my ever-loving mind if I walk away and go, oh, you know what I mean? Yes, absolutely, Gina. I totally agree with that. So when Charlotte was first, when we first got them, we were fostering them because they weren't old enough actually to be adopted out yet. They were only 6.5 weeks. And so they both had to go back. Quincy and Charlotte both had to go back because part of the services here, when you adopt a cat, is that they're spayed or neutered. And so they both had to go back to have their, spay or neutering done. And Quincy came back and he was fine. Charlotte came home and she was not well at all. She sounded like a coffee percolator, to be perfectly honest. It was horrible. And I phoned the shelter and said, like, there's something dramatically wrong with this cat. And her paws were on fire. And I said, I think like she has a fever. I mean, I'm not a vet by any stretch of the imagination, but she was like, I couldn't even put my hand to her. It was like putting your hand over top of a element on the stove. It was that hot. And they said, of course, the office, would call back, the vet would call back or whatever. And but no one did. And then we called the service and we said it was an emergency. And then we finally got a call around like 8:00 at night. And we were told to take her to the emergency vet clinic, which is about an hour and 10 minutes away, one way from our house. And I mean, keep in mind, she was like 8.5 weeks old, right? She weighed all of about 3.5 pounds. So Mark took her down there and they took her in and right away said that they were going to keep her overnight for observation. And she stayed there a whole 26 hours or 27 hours. And then when we got her back, she still had, it was like she had bronchitis or pneumonia, right? When she would get overexcited, if she was running around or whatever, she would cough and like her whole body would like rattle. It was horrible to hear such a young kitten, sound that way. So we try to be like, extra careful with her and not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like when we pick her up, I try not to ever squeeze her too tight around her rib cage because she's very tiny, right? So, but yeah, that was almost 2 years ago. So, double touch wood. This one over here, like he had the cone on and he hated it. He hated it. But otherwise they're all very healthy. So goes Quincy. I'm gonna look out the window. I have no idea why he does that instead of just going to the door. But anyway, he likes to perch there. Austin's all about the window too. Charlotte, not as much. Oh, did you find? That's very nice that they came to the house. I honestly find, vets seem to be more sympathetic than human doctors do sometimes, in my experiences. Surrender to spirit. Another gorgeous image, right? Sunshine, water, trees. 47 more days till spring, my friends. 47 days. And until that time, we can just sit here and look at these pictures. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. That's interesting. Let spirit work its magic for you. Love it. All right, guardian angel card and then a postcard from spirit, and we will call it a day. Beerus likes climbing up places, whereas Zuzu is more of a ground den kitty. Yeah. Quincy, Charlotte is the climber. Austin is not necessarily a climber. My other cat, Virginia, definitely was a climber. Definitely was a climber. I'll never forget the day when we moved to our first house. Couldn't find her, and she was on top of the refrigerator, and the ceiling fan was going, and it was a very small kitchen, and I was like, oh my god, like I had the worst vision, right, that she was going to try to like get down and like get caught in the ceiling fan. I never turned that I had Mark take it out like immediately. We did get her down, but yeah, she was always hiding like in a cupboard or like in Mark's, we had big wardrobes, right? Big tall wardrobes from IKEA, with the baskets that you put your stuff in. And Mark had like a sock drawer. And she used to climb in there every single night and sleep in his socks. So he would go in the morning to get dressed, and his socks were, had fur all over it. So we had to like find something to put in there so she could lay on it. But like if you locked her out, you were going to hear about it. So. What are you going to do, right? Hi, baby girl. Did you come for a visit again? Yes? How are you doing? You just woke up and you're a little out of sorts? What's going on? She's just sitting on the chair just staring at me. All right, Suzanne. All right, my friends. Here is a card action. Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. I think I said that before. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you. Yes, tell them. Do it. Believe in yourself. Charlotte said so. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture. Beautiful card, my friends. Beautiful. Did you like that one? You have nothing to say now? I find that difficult to believe. Where's Mummy's cards? Anybody know? There we go. Oh, good, Flowing. I am so happy to hear that, my friend. We love you dearly, Flowing. Love you dearly. All right. Yes, Charlotte amens that one. Absolutely, Sunpress. All right, our last card of the day, my friends, from Postcards from Spirit. What does Spirit want us to know? Dearest you, A rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way, sorry, let me start that sentence again. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world, in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. Beautiful card, my friends. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Beautiful card for my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for being with me, for hanging out with me. This was fantastic. I loved it. I wish you all a great day. I hope to see you later on this afternoon. And if I don't, I will see you tomorrow, I'm sure. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday. Happy 1st of February. And, of course, happy full moon. Until we see each other again, blessings. Quincy, Charlotte, and Austin also say goodbye. Bye, everyone. Thank you.